you might be able to see in the text field below, we've got one more special guest for you.
One more call-in.
We're having a call-in because his farm internet is not good enough for videos. So we're just about to join Rory Mangles from Team
Rory,
Nuts. Hello, Rory.
Hello. Hope you can hear me. Hope the internet hasn't died.
We can hear you loud and clear. So I believe you're on a cider farm in Somerset. Is that correct?
Yes, currently. I was going to do this from my workshop, but the signal wasn't out there wasn't very good, so I came inside and the signal wasn't any better, so really,
Question one.
too bad, but
cider?
close enough.
Yes. What's the cider like? What's the cider situation like at the farm, Rory?
How is Ham Hill cider?
It's alright, it comes and goes in terms of quality, but it's good. The bar's open on Fridays. It's always
There you go.
Good stuff.
If you're in
time.
Somerset, pay a visit. We recommend it. We've had a lovely time there before.
Yeah. How are you, Rory Mangles? It's been absolutely ages since we've spoken to you. How the devil are you?
Yeah, how you been, mate?
Yeah, I've been good. It's been missing hanging out with you guys. We've done a couple of events that I haven't been able to get to, which is a shame. But it's been a while. But no, other than that, it's been pretty chill. Just basically spent the last couple of months at the farm working on various projects. Sadly, none of them robot related, but keeping myself busy. It's been really good. Really
So
chill.
you've done Nuts up for RoboNerd today. What have you done how is Nuts these days? How's it looking?
Nuts?
I've done my annual touch up. So last year, Craig bullied me into putting the wheels back on and putting the ring back on to make it look at least vaguely like Nuts. And then this year,
And
I've
you ran it
painted
last
the
year.
eyes
Let's
back
not
on.
forget. You took it to Stevenage, correct?
I took Nuts 1 to Stevenage, or Alex took Nuts 1 to Stevenage. I've donated, or given Alex Nuts 1. He built most of that, and I've got too many heavyweights in my shed at the moment anyway, or at least did at the time. So yes, Alex is now captain of Nuts 1, and I've kept Nuts 2, which is slowly falling to bits in the corner of my shed at the moment.
Fantastic. And we just heard that Big Bully's made its way back to team. What's the team name now? I've forgotten.
Mobots.
Team Mobot. Who
Danby's, yeah.
Ex-Team Danby, who will be restoring it, which is all very exciting.
Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
It was a robot that I never got working hugely well, and I did some upgrades to it, but it needed a lot more love than I was capable of giving it at the time. So I've returned it to Chris, not Craig, and he's going to take it on, and he's done some work to it so far. So I hope you see that back again.
I hope so too. It sounds like they're going to bring a couple of exciting robots to the heavyweight live scene, which is of course very welcome. And of course yourself, you've been busy with Team Monsoon this year. You guys were ready in March and in weight somehow.
Yep, somehow. It was a bit of an exhausting build, but it wasn't too bad. Most of it all went to plan. A few hiccups, but that's expected. And it's come out fairly well. But now we've got however long it is till the next show to tweak and tune it. So we've been doing some little upgrades and testing, but probably end up doing a whole lot more before the next show.
Excellent. So you're feeling generally optimistic about it? Think it's a good year?
I've got a few things I'm concerned about with it, but nothing more than usual.
I mean, that sounds like really optimistic Rory Mangles.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Usually you're convinced that Flamingo's going to blow up, so...
Flamingo's normally pretty good. She holds together.
Sometimes.
And of course you were responsible for all the pivots in Monsoon, I believe. Is that
basically, if there's any bad ideas in Monsoon, I'm probably responsible for them.
Rory Mangles is a terrible influence. He seems like the most responsible Roboteer viewers, but he is a terrible influence on everything.
I've learned over the years that instead of doing the silly ideas yourself, it's much better to persuade other people to do the silly ideas. So that's where it goes wrong.
I hear Sam Elliott has got something like 8 to 10 Beetle motors now because you've convinced him to build Thomas the Tank Engine.
It's a great idea.
I'm sold. And of course, for people who don't know, you were basically a lot of the brains and the brawn behind Two-Headed Death Flamingo are our heavyweight, which of course
you and Shaky, big up at the early stage on that. So
yeah.
How was that was built on your farm originally? How was that original build?
Yeah, I mean, Mingo was still one of my favourite designs / builds. It just all went together and worked so well, and it's just great. But that was going to be for Robot Wars Series 11, and we all built it got it all ready, got it to a live show, got it, it was a beautiful thing, and then yes, sadly.
But it's fine because obviously you'll be ditching Team Monsoon to join Team Flamingo for BattleBots 2021.
We'll have to see how it goes.
Moving on to some questions.
Moving on to some questions from YouTube.
Moving on to some quick fire questions for the wonderful Rory Mangles. What have we got?
I love when Craig looks at the comments and he's not ready. So
from Jamie, any more hacky racer builds on the horizon? For those who don't know, hacky racers, mad cars that they drive.
I do now more than robots. Problem with hacky racers, unlike robots, once you've built 2 or so, you don't end up destroying them as frequently as robots. So now once you've built 2 of them, it's kind of difficult to justify building any more. You don't burn through them like robots.
They're not trashing.
I've just been upgrading the ones I have over the last couple of months. So hopefully, when there's some more events back on, they'll be much better and ready to go.
Very fair.
Very good. I have a question actually, Rory. The Coopers said their favourite experience at Robot Wars was Matilda throwing nuts out of the arena with its arse. So what's your take on that?
Well, the Coopers always took Robot Wars very seriously, so I feel that nuts was ever an insult to their spirit. So I can see that they would be glad to see it go out in such a fashion. But we got revenge the next series. So
how overjoyed were you when you took out Carbide?
I think it was more just general, not understood, total lack of expectation of that happening and general shock of anything happening. I don't think it was excitement necessarily. It was just like, what, why, how, what is happening. Yes, it was a long week, that one. It was.
So robot stuff, obviously not the biggest priority for you right now. I understand, but you did build a new Beetle this year. I understand. What was it called? Trash Panda?
I did. Yeah, the mighty Trash Panda. Yeah, I mean that's currently in bits on the shelf behind me, and if there's any other Beetle weight events, it just needs new tyres and a couple of possibly a rebuilt weapon mechanism with some not so terrible motors. But yeah, no, that'll be good to go.
Yeah, we want to see that beefy weapon on Trash Panda. And of course, you've mentioned that you were thinking about building a featherweight, and of course, there was a lot of support for that. So if you were to build a featherweight Rory Mangles, what would it be, and why?
I haven't really decided yet, because I was going to do Angry Steve, which is Steve with the chainsaw, but chainsaws don't really work in your arena, and it would be
yeah,
slightly,
keep it off the ground. We're fine with the chainsaw as well.
No, it's got to be below the tip speed limit.
Oh yeah, it's got to spin at 14 miles an hour.
Yeah, and where would be the fun with that? I want a 50-60 chainsaw, but so I'll have to come up with something. It'll probably be something daft.
But that sounds pretty amazing. If you could ever make that happen anyway, I just want to see a 50-60 chainsaw.
50-60 Blackbot, however, that would be fun.
That sounds like...
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. Trash Panda Feather Edition.
2 very quick questions to finish off our chat with you, Mr. Mangles. First off, from Caleb Kempson, are you keeping the beard?
Well, that's a good question. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see how long it lasts.
But it's been there for lockdown, hasn't it? And it's been trusty.
It's strong. As someone who can't grow their own, I recommend it.
You can grow a beard for yourself and for Craig. And then your second question, Craig.
And my second question is our usual last question. If you had one piece of advice for an aspiring builder, someone starting out, someone who might be watching this stream perhaps, what would your one piece of advice be?
Don't do it. No. Probably
Heavyweights are stupid.
start Beatles stuff. Beatles are pretty good these days. And yeah, check out the BBB shop. It's a pretty good place. They've got a lot of advice on there, lots of information and parts. So yeah, just
I'll give
head
you
over
20
to
afterwards, mate.
bbb.com or whatever it is, and I don't know your web
I
address.
promise we
It
didn't
is
want to
a
say
handy
that.
place.
But yes, Beatles are the best. That's correct, Rory. Everyone knows that.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, Rory Mangles. It's been fantastic to speak to you, and we hope to catch up.
You're
real
welcome. Good to hear from you again.
We love you, Rory Mangles. I'll
love
see
you,
you for some
Rory.
stand-up paddleboarding next weekend, my dude.
Yes, boy. It's gonna be good.
Very good. Bye,
See you
Rory.
later, Rory.
And I've hung up on Rory.
Fantastic. So basically that brings us to nearly the end of RoboNerd TV. We, as just mentioned, are the Bristol Bot Builders, or 2/3 of the Bristol Bot Builders. You can check us
Shout out
out
to
at
Gareth.
bristolbotbuilders.com.
Yes,
Shout
please
out
do.
to Gareth.
If you're thinking of building a robot, and this is not an ad, this is just us wanting to get the scene thriving, as you guys have by watching this video for 10 hours or whatever. If you want to get building, we've made loads of guides and loads of recommended parts from across the world. So bristolbotbuilders.com, have a look at the guides, because we really want to get more people building. That's why we've got builders in the name, is we want people building robots, because that's how this scene thrives.
And we're always down for a chat if you ever need any help.
Yeah, join the Facebook group, drop us a message. We'd love to hang out. But to wrap up today, we've got one more video, and it's an interview with Andrew Marchant by
Jim Dramatic.
Jim Dramatic. Of
We
course.
won't be back afterwards.
No, we're signing off now.
We're signing off. This is us done for the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been an absolutely wild
Yeah,
day.
thank you everyone. You've been fantastic. And of course, don't forget to check out Creators Week. It's going to be 7 p.m. every night on this YouTube channel. Brilliant videos from people in the community. And there's some stuff all over YouTube as well. Just type in RoboNerd. There's all sorts of things going on.
There's all sorts of mad stuff going on for the next week. This has been an insane 3 months of prep. I'm so happy that you guys have all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll speak to you all real damn soon.
Yeah, so goodbye from us and over to Jim Dramatic. Bye everyone.
See you later.